Hello everybody, it's Pineapple here, back with another video. So today I wanted to take a look at the absolute cancer that is the coming meta of Kashtira. Thankfully, this deck is going to be worth like $800, and no one's going to fucking play it in paper, so that's a plus. But, you know, if you're playing online, like Dueling Book, you're going to see this deck a lot. It sucks to play against, it sucks to play with, but you gotta know it, and so I'm making a video on it. Here's the card by card. We have Unicorn. Like all the Kashtira monsters, it special summons itself for free. And when your opponent activates monster effect, it gets to banish a card from somewhere. Unicorn banishes from the extra deck because fuck you, that's why. Yeah, Unicorn is cancer. It also searches a spell. Kashtira Fenrir. This is the Pankratops one. It banishes from field. It searches monsters. The new card, Tier Elements Kashtira, you know, because Tier wasn't strong enough already, you can special summon it from your hand, and if you do, you banish a Kashtira or Tier Elements card from your hand or grave, and if it's normal or special, you can send the top 3 cards of either player's deck to the grave, and if it's sent to the grave by card effect, I forget what it does, let me read. If it's sent by the grave via card effect, you get to send the top 2 cards of your deck to the grave, you know, just send more, mill. I forget what all these cards do, but it's just rank 7 turbo. 1 Scareclaw Kashtira. You can special it from your hand, banish a Kashtira from grave, or Scareclaw card from grave, or hand. It's fine. One of Bestials, fuck Tier Element. Shifter, we're a banished deck, we don't care. Arise Heart, this card's insane. If you control a Kashtira, special it for free, and then you can, as an ignition effect, banish a Kashtira spell trap from your deck. Actually, I think it's just a Kashtira card. And then it will become a level 7. And we are, of course, playing Big Bang, which is crazy as the target, which allows you to, if it's banished, target one of your Kashtira XZs, detach a material and add that material to your hand, and then special summon it if it's a monster, which is unbelievable. This card's fantastic. Kashtira Theosis, this is E-Telly from deck for a different attribute than a monster on your field. You target a monster you control, special summon one from your deck with a different attribute, so it's E-Telly. Yeah, it also locks you into XZs, but we're only making XZs, so who fucking cares? Pot of Prosperity, you know, we want to find whatever we want. Terraforming, it's fantastic. Talents, because people like to play on your turn. One Called by the Grave. Tears Everywhere, you know, beat it. Kashtira Birth, Extra Body, offers spells reborn from banished or grave. Pressured Planet Wraithosis, I forget what the TCG name is, but on activation, like all the primeval planets, adds you an associated archetypal monster, and if you lock a zone with Shangri-Ira, you get to pop a card on the field. It's fantastic. It's great. Like all the primeval planets, it's a done card. 2 Imperm and 1 Big Bang. In the extra, we have Barone. I think I was playing Ash at one point, which is why I was playing this. You don't have to play Barone, you don't have to play Ash, but I was going back and forth, so I left it in. 1 Zeus, 2 Rise Heart. Once per turn, you can special summon this card using a Kashtira monster you control if the effect of Shangri-Ira was successfully activated this turn, and any card sent to the graveyard is banished instead. And once per turn, quick effect, you can detach 3 materials from this card, then target a card on the field, banish face down. Yeah, also, once per chain, if each time a card is banished, you get to just attach a banished card to it, which is fantastic. 2 copies of Diabolus the Mind Hacker, because Diabolus is a cancer card. It allows you to detach material, banish a card from your opponent's extra deck face down, and then banish cards off. And then if a card is banished face down, you get to banish cards off the top of the deck, of their deck face down, up to the number of total face down banish cards. 1 Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon, because Masquerade the Blazing Dragon is good. 1 Big Eye to snatch steal shit. 2 copies of Shangri-Ira to lock zones. 1 Access Code, 1 Unicorn, 1 Selene, 1 Ausa, and 1 copy of Underworld Goddess of the Closed World, because this deck somewhat struggles to deal with towers-like bodies. Yeah, this deck is cancer. The hardest part for making this video was not actually, you know, farming replays, finding good ones. It was actually just finding people to play who wanted to play against this. Fuck this deck. Thank God it's worth like $800, and no one's going to be playing it, hopefully. Fingers crossed. So with that, let's hop into the games. So our first match is up against Tri-Brigade. We're going second. They'll start with Tenki, they'll add Fractal. And then they're going to fire off a copy of Foolish Burial and send Kit. They'll Kit for Nerval, and then they will Nerval in order to add a copy of Karas. This is great for them, and unfortunate for us. They'll normal Karas, banish 2, grab Bearbrum, make, was it Rugal? Yeah, Rugal. Add Revolt, set 2 and pass back to us. They definitely could have gone farther. I'm not sure why they didn't. Don't ask me. Finding replays was hard. We'll start with Planet, and we'll grab ourselves Unicorn. We'll Unicorn. They'll Ogre our Unicorn, but we'll grab Theosis, and it doesn't really matter here. We will special Fenrir. We'll Fenrir for Tier Elements, and then we will slap down this copy of Theosis to grab ourselves a second copy of Unicorn. We'll fire Birth. We'll make Shangri-Ira. We'll Birth to bring back this copy of Unicorn. We'll fire Tier Elements, banishing this copy of Theosis. We've unfortunately milled Big Bang, but do we really care? They will Valor our Diabolus. We'll Magnemite it away, trigger Magnemite, special Tier Elements Scareclaw, banish Big Bang, grab Rise Heart, special Rise Heart, banish another copy of Scareclaw, lock a zone, they'll Imperm, we'll Planet to pop their Revolt, and they will concede. We had all the gas in the world, it doesn't really matter what they have. Yeah, as you can see, we're about to start locking down zones, and it can just play through interruptions, play through 2 Imperms, it's fantastic, it's great. It's horrible to play against. So with that, let's move on to our next replay. So for our next replay, we're up against Pendulum, and we're going first. We'll start with Unicorn. We will Unicorn for Birth. We'll drop Birth, and then we will normal summon this copy of Fenrir. We'll Fenrir for Tier Elements, and then we will fire Theosis. We'll grab another copy of Tier Elements. We'll fire Tier Elements, and we'll mill 3. We'll grab Shangri-Ira. We'll bring back this copy of Fenrir. Make Diabolus. We will Diabolus away a copy of Dark the Dark Charmer, and then banish 1 off the top. From here, we'll start locking zones. And I've now realized that it's Pendulum, and we will begin locking pen zones so that they can't do anything. I will banish another couple cards off the top, lock another zone, return 2 elements to hand, make a copy of Horizon Heart, and pass back to our opponent. This is effectively an FTK since they can't pen summon, and they are under Macrocosmos. They'll start with Endymion, they'll fire Spellbook, they'll chain Judgment, and then we will attach a card. They'll fire another Spellbook, they'll add Blue Boy, and we will attach another card. From here, they will attempt to use Endymion, and we will banish it face down, and they will concede. If you hadn't noticed, the ability to just lock zones is ridiculous. It kills Pendulum. Don't play Pendulum in this format. It's so toxic. I can't believe these are real cards. It's, as I said earlier, it's Kashtira. It's not fun. So, if you thought this deck was so toxic that I couldn't find replays, this replay is up against the same poor-ass Pendulum player. I am sorry to you, this Mr. Pendulum player. We'll start with Shifter, and they'll try to play under it. They'll just go through basic spellbook stuff. Unfortunately for them, it doesn't really matter because we have Imperm. They'll grab up Mythical Beast King Jackal, they'll fire Chronograph, and grab Time Gazer. But this board doesn't do anything. We'll fire Imperm so that their Mythical Beast King Jackal is completely offline. Draw Planet, special Fenrir, and I am appreciative of them for being a good sport and letting me just try to farm replays. Many thanks to you, Kenpachi. You're a real hero to me. We'll normal Fenrir, grab 2 elements, and then we will make Shangri-Ira. We'll special our Rise Heart, banish Big Bang, banish some more cards off the top, trigger Big Bang, lock a zone, and special Fenrir. We'll then attempt to pop their scale, and they'll protect with Time Gazer. We will then make a Rise Heart, as well as trigger Theosis to add back Big Bang, banish some more cards, attach some more, make Diabolus, fire Diabolus, banish a guy, and then banish a whole bunch off the top of their deck, and then as well as lock more zones and banish their last spell, which we will do later, before locking them completely out of the game. As you can see, the deck also can OTK because, you know, why wouldn't it, you know? What doesn't this deck need to do besides being extremely toxic? I hope you guys enjoyed. I certainly did not enjoy playing this deck. Please do not let this full power deck come to be Konami. At least Tier Element is like interesting and interactive, whereas this deck is just extremely toxic. But if you did enjoy me being a toxic person and playing this deck, please like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one.